Good morning, everybody. Chris here. Hey, I'm out in the backyard working on a little project. We have a baby shower coming up. One of the little things in the baby shower, other than the logs that I just was working on, is making a little makeshift teepee for kids or whatever. And Gina got the idea online. You know, there's lots of Pinterest and all that kind of stuff. We had some poles. We had to go buy some more. And then we're going to use a little white canopy material that we used like in the Haunt and a party and all that kind of stuff to do our little Indiana Jones tent looking thing. So let me show you what I got going on here. We got some 6-foot poles here. You could use more poles. We're just going to use 4. 2 of these poles, these darker ones, these are actually a couple poles from our college days. We took a stage combat class, and our instructor made these poles for us. And then Gina and I had a little fight scene, and we were beating each other up. I was acting like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Gina's pretty good with the bow stuff.
These other 2 are ones we just picked up from Home Depot. I think they were like $1.70 a foot. But the first thing I did is I kind of sanded the edges. I used this disc sander first to kind of get like a little whittled look, you know, to give me some flat edges. I went in there and afterwards with the orbital sander just to kind of smooth it out. I'm going to go ahead and try to stain them. I'm going to use some of Gina's steel wool and vinegar solution. I don't know if they're going to end up looking the same, but at least they'll look a little older. Maybe I'll even take a torch to them, kind of give them a little burned look. That's nice. Figured it would have a real strong vinegar smell, but it's not too bad at all. Let's paint.
La la la, la 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 la.
The teepee poles, you can see, they're still not matching, so I think what I'm going to do is go back on these 2 and sand them, and then it'll lighten it up and it'll hopefully be close enough. Alright, you guys, what you're looking at here is actually the name of our son. It's the name that Gina and I finally decided on. We're still figuring out a middle name, but we did figure out a first name. We really like it a lot, so something that we picked out together, and it definitely makes us think of adventure when we think of it. So that was a kind of a real fun thing to come up with her. I have it mixed up right now, and what I've done is I've spray painted it white. I'm going to do another coat of white, but then we bought one of those burlap banners with the triangles like you see at a car lot, but it's like a more rustic version of that, and then we're going to glue each letter to one of those banners. We got the idea from Pinterest, but it should be fun, and then we can put it in the baby shower and let everybody see. But can you guess what it spells? Leave comments down below. Teepees are made like this. I got the sticks up. I didn't do any kind of fancy Boy Scout knots. What I did is I took some hot glue, kind of glued the ends of the rope so it wouldn't get unfrayed, and then I wrapped it around a couple ways and then just put this string on there for decoration and stuff. My poles kept slipping because I didn't have it tight enough, so I ended up drilling some holes through each wood dowel and cheated. Ran a string through there, so it should work. I'm going to put the white sheet on though now. Get it all clamped into place to see what it looks like. Okay, everybody, I haven't gotten Gina involved yet, but yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I think something is apparently wrong with my teepee making skills here. I got no teepee skills. I think that the sheet or something's a tad askew. Yeah, something's apparently wrong here. I think that the drop cloth's a little heavy. Maybe we could use a sheet. Also, I bought these little Dorito chip bag clips from Home Depot. I thought that would speed things up on the side, but I don't like being able to see them, so I think safety pins actually might be working for us on this project. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think it's a fail. Nailed it! Woo! We have all these big pine cones that my mom went and collected in the park. And what I'm doing is I'm blowing them out, getting all the bugs and critters and leaves and dirt and loose pieces off. And then what I'll do is I'll just put them in like a milk crate or something, and then we'll set these around to kind of give it some decoration. Especially, it's going to be cool in Arizona because where we're going to be in the desert, you don't see a lot of these pine cones. So it's kind of a neat little decoration that I think a lot of people that are attending will think is neat.
We're in Quartzsite, Arizona, and we made a quick stop at the really good fresh jerky place. And I'm going to get some hot sauce. Woo! Right, Gina? We stop by this jerky place every time we come here. They got some really cool jerky and stuff. Man, this place is hopping. There's a rock and gem show that they have annually every year, and I think it starts this weekend. So when we're driving back through here, it's probably gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, a little black widow. Woo! And there it goes.
I think that teepee turned out better than mine. What do you think, Gina?
Well, I mean, I'm sure someone with a little more teepee experience put that one up. I mean, that was your first teepee one.
Man, this place is crazy. I don't know. Every time we drive through Quartzsite, I think we should just pack it up and move on over here. I don't think these guys are ready for a Hollywood Haunted House yet.
Western town.
Yeah, you can have the scariest RV park in town.
Da 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 na na na. Oh! What do you think of these dinosaurs, buddy? He's like, I'm scared of them. I'm out of here. Well, as soon as you go to the bathroom, we'll be able to leave. I like how there are dinosaurs in the pet area. Maybe they thought it would scare the dogs to go to the bathroom. Come on, let's go drop some Tonka DNA next to the dino DNA. There's a giant lizard over there, T. The giant lizard. You gonna mark your giant dinosaur? He's all, that's a nice boulder. Come on, buddy. We're just walking in circles. This is like the 10th circle we've walked in. The area's only like 20 by 20. They have a T-Rex. Looks like they spared no expense on metal. I wonder what they used to faux rust that sucker. You gotta use some kind of patina. Maybe like salt. Or rain. Natural. Does that Palo Verde tree taste good, buddy?
Man, people tattoo themselves in the weirdest spots. That would really hurt. Nice eyelashes.
That Triceratops looks like it's got press-on eyelashes. Anybody in there? Anybody in there? It's like the Trojan dinosaur. Dang. That's dangerous. That's a liability right there.
Ah! Attack of the giant Gila monster!
Tonka's like, I'm out of here. He's definitely not going to find a place to go.
Where are you going over there, Boo?
So come on, buddy.
Come on! So way back when Christopher and I first started dating, we climbed to the top right there, long time ago. And it was crazy because there were these birds and they kept dive bombing at us. I don't know what they were doing. I guess they were upset. I know, we know you have trail mix in there. But yeah, and it was crazy because you get up on the backside of and this is called Picacho Peak, and it looks, I don't know, it looks shorter in the video, but it's pretty tall, it's pretty steep, and it took us all day to get up there and back down. But man, on the backside is how you get up, and it's super sketchy because there's literally like these cables drilled into the rock, and that's all it is. So you're kind of just hanging on rock and like one line of cable going all the way up.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So every time we go to Tucson and we pass Picacho Peak, we always have to laugh at each other for doing that.
And then we wonder if we can even do it anymore.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
I'm pretty out of shape.
I'm sure we could do it, but I think I'd rather climb a new mountain for new scenery. And then when you get done here, you go across the street and you get some Dairy Queen.
What kind of Dairy Queen?
I like crunch cones.
Crunch cones.
I like M&M Blizzards.
Ooh.
Oh, and the peanut butter parfaits. And oh my gosh, what don't you like from?
I don't know.
I love Dairy Queen, so good.
I don't have any food, guys. Where you guys going? Where you guys going? No one wants to hang out with me.
Look, guys, there's a little teepee in our teepee. Thanks for watching.